All right, guys, good afternoon. Welcome aboard to the Aftermarket Recap. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. It is Thursday, March 17th, 2022. I apologize for the delay of this video. I was at the office and Nick, our teacher, one of our teachers in our master class, was teaching a student. So again, you would have been hearing all the noise of him teaching behind me in the office. So I decided to move it over till 6 p.m. since it was running a little late. But again, good afternoon, everybody. Let's go ahead and talk about the markets. Before we begin, just make sure to hit that like button if you love these videos. Subscribe, bottom right hand corner of your screen if you enjoy these videos. Dow went up today 1.23%, NASDAQ up 1.33%, S&P up 1.23%. Very important. Why is that important? Because there's an important stat that I posted on Instagram. If I can find it here. It was a really good one. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Which one is it? Here we go. S&P 500, 3 consecutive 1% gains. These moves don't happen at the end of big moves. They usually kick off new big moves. The last 2 times we had 3 consecutive days of the S&P up more than 1%. The election in 2020 and March 2020. That indicated a bottom. That was a sell, that was a bottom. We continued forward. Before that, it was November 2018. Which was the last Fed hike. We rallied after that. Brexit 2016, which was a complete sell the news event, and February 2016. So again, all those times were remained bullish, did very well. So I'm leaning closer to calling a bottom personally. I did think that the bottom was right around 42.60 about a couple of weeks ago. I would say about 3 weeks ago that we broke that. So again, I can't really say, oh, I always get it right, because that's not the case. But I did buy some more stocks today, some SPY-G. I went ahead and bought TQQ yesterday. We're up on that. Again, I still have my positions open. Nothing has really changed. Been hitting a lot of calls lately. Obviously, we hit IWM today. We hit SPY today. We hit QQQ today. We also opened an Nvidia call. I posted that on Twitter and Instagram. Right now, we're about 9% down. It's for next week expiry. We were green for a second on it. But again, that's what we're looking at. Again, I think we're going to get a continuation tomorrow. Tomorrow is OPEX day. I think a best case scenario, we'll get to 44.54, maybe break it. More than likely, we'll probably get to 43.30 or so, or 43.20. 4,400 was a huge level, and we closed above it, and then right at the close, we sold off a little bit. So 4,400 being a key level on S&P futures really gives you an indication of what's next to come. So again, we've been kind of chopping around this range for a little bit here. You could see now for a couple of weeks. Now we're starting to finally kind of break out. 4,400 being a key level. Again, this is about 20 days. So again, if we want to go by this, we're talking about like 2-week period. Let's go ahead into the daily, and we could take a look at an actual full view of the market, the S&P. You could see 44.54. We haven't been there since last month. We can definitely get there again if we can break that 45.30. I would say if we break 45.44, 45.30, 38, that's basically confirmation that the bottom is in. Again, we could start talking about getting to 4,600, 4,700, even all-time highs. And I think we do get back to all-time highs this year. So again, nice correction once a year. We knew that we'd have some volatility coming into a year where we didn't have any kind of correction in 2021. So again, what are the plays here? You're really looking at the beaten down tech. You're looking at the beaten down names that are looking for a comeback, maybe some high betas. Or you could just be hitting the index funds like we have. And so far, so good. Taking a look here as well, VIX was down 3.75%. I also put a chart today regarding the VIX. The VIX does have a gap to fill to the downside. I don't know if it filled it. There it is, right there. So we have a little more downside, 2440 being the VIX. We should be able to get us ignited a little higher, maybe to 4430 by tomorrow's close. So again, I see VIX coming down a little more, down to around 2388. Below 20 is an amazing sign. I think we get there. As I believe that we continue this bull run through March and through April, maybe through April 20th or so, or 25th, due to seasonality. So again, not without saying we're never going to have a red day again, not without saying that, hey, there's not some volatility out there. It's not without saying that there's no kind of, bouncing consolidation periods. Of course there will. You're going to have red days in the market, always has. Even futures are down right now, and they are open, down 135 points on the Dow. So again, you obviously have some headwinds there. The big one in the room being the Ukraine and Russian conflict. But there's a lot of tailwinds for the market, meaning that valuations are coming down. Let's see inflationary. Some of that PPI was not that bad, met expectations. So again, there's a lot of good things. Housing starts shows some life there, better than expected. Commodity prices coming down. That's always a good sign, even though oil was up today about 0.4, what I think it was about 9% today at $102 a barrel. Again, we could still make $102 a barrel for a little bit, other than $138 a barrel. Obviously, gasoline was down today, down to 320, but they were up for the session. Gold being down as well. So we just got a new futures, bid ask come in. So again, looking at oil here, we could take a look as well. And looking with oil, you can see just bounce off that 50-day on the daily. So on the hourly, do we have any more downside? We do have a gap to fill right around 92.41. I thought we would have filled it today, and then we would have just maybe bounced back. But we flirted with it, but we never filled it. So maybe we do have some more downside in oil. At least get me to around 90, 92. So again, if you're looking to maybe go long energy, maybe wait for that gap to fill. Not here just yet, but we're going to go ahead and keep an eye as always. All right, let's go ahead and get to the questions. You called it this morning. Yeah, remember we talked about St. Patrick's Day usually being a green day. It did happen. So sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. Name of the game. But in the totality of the market, I think it's kind of one of those things where the event was so scary and then it finally happened. And now we have some kind of confirmation. Now we know what's going to happen, meaning the Fed. So now we know we're going to get rate hikes. The market's kind of priced in. We had our little correction. I think we get back to the upside. And really what we have to look forward to next is really if we can get a peace deal in Russia, Ukraine. And then the next thing would be, can inflation be tamed down? And earnings. We get a new earnings cycle pretty soon. So always fun to see. So I know I apologize for the lateness of the time. I know usually 5 p.m. is best for everybody, but again, I was running late. My apologies. So again, guys, if I could be completely honest with you, there's really not much analysis. I mean, I don't have any trades expiring tomorrow. Everything's for next week. It's been a hell of a week. It's been a great one. We hit puts and calls. We did puts on energy, puts on indices. We had calls, and we've nailed them all. So it's just a great week. If you've been riding with us, trading with us, guys, kind of cherish these moments. These are really nice moments in the market where it just feels easy. Don't put too much risk. Don't add more risk if it's not needed, especially if you are a newer trader. Know your position sizes. So just don't get cute out there. It's nice today, but that can flip tomorrow. That can flip on Monday. So again, we have our levels. We know what we're doing. Our week has been great. We're going to try to keep that going, but to add more risk for no reason doesn't make sense. We had 3 winning trades just today. So again, we'll see what we get tomorrow. We got some things open. If we can catch that in, even better, and start fresh on Monday, that'd be insane. So very, very happy to see the results this week, especially on a Fed week. Very proud of the team. Big shout out to everybody and to everyone who's been rocking with us. So question about Nvidia. So again, Nvidia, really the level we're looking to break is 249.63. If we go ahead and expand this, really what I was looking at is this gap fill on the daily. And you could see it right here. There's a gap right here, 262 to 258. So again, I have the 260 calls running right now. It's basically flat. We should be able to fill this gap right around to 262. I think it gets in the money. But again, if we can get to like 251 tomorrow, we're going to cash in Nvidia, no sweat. So we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your afternoon. I will catch you guys tomorrow for the aftermarket recap. Cheers.